Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting race of the Super Metroid Randomizer Tournament Speedgaming Live 2023. I am Zeb316, and I am joined by Nevdi, but that's not that important. Don't worry about him. Let's talk about these runners. We've got Osse and Derp, two really excellent runners. Osse hasn't played in quite a while. Hasn't been in any tournaments for like over a year. Been taking a bit of a break from that, but I'm really excited to see what he does in this tournament. And then we've got Derp, who's been a long time Super Metroid Randomizer participant and has also been really good. So, really looking forward to this.
Yeah, it should be good. I think Osse's had really high performances, like nearly finals or semis in nearly everything that he's run. But with the break of the last two tournaments, SGL and Rando League, it was kind of interesting to see how he would do in this one, and he gets first seed. So
Yeah.
I think every prediction has him beating Derp here, but I'm telling you, this is going to be close. This is the moment that you want to verse Osse, I feel. Earlier rather than later, and Derp has a great opportunity to win this one. Amazing runner in his own right.
Yeah, for sure. Osse, just getting back into the randomizer scene, this mode is very complicated. It is major minor area boss. And it takes a lot, of seeds to really start to understand it, I feel like. And to really understand like what you want to do in each different situation. So like Nevdi said there, I think that facing Osse earlier in the tournament when he's got less seeds under this belt is a lot better than facing him later in the tournament where he has more of like a concrete plan of what to do in every situation.
Yeah, but we also don't know potentially what he's been doing behind the scenes where we're racing and practicing with Derp as well, so we can see his ideas and concepts come to play. And so Osse could just have this entirely different concept, or he's up to date with the meta, if you will, if there is one. So breaking that early is a big thing. But yeah, generally I think we're going to see pretty consistent stuff for a little while between these two, but there will be a big moment that I want to sort of focus on. So normal stuff for now. E-Tank with a D-boost coming up for the mock ball, or for the morph ball rather.
I like the crouch jump as the backup there for Osse. For the first jump, you want to do a not crouch jump, but for the second jump, it makes it pretty free to get that D-boost if you do a crouch jump.
It looks so cool too. It looks like you're not even D-boosting. You just sit up in the ceiling, so it looks good. It does feel bad to miss it, but not that big of a deal. But taking a small lead here as a result of that.
Yep. And power bomb's so cool. We'll get to see the meme route portal here. That's pretty important. This is a portal that is very, very easily isolated if you don't get power bombs this early.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one, depending on the matchup, whether or not you want these power bombs to show up. But I think I've come to the idea that you just want to know this, and you just want to do this no matter who you're versing, because the variables of like coming back to it, not coming back to it, or whatever it might be are just too much. And that second PV pack is also kind of huge for a few other portals, or
yeah, it also gives us like a gauntlet check if we have to go back. Second power bomb's just really nice. Yeah. Okay, so it's Crab Hole, Murdy Map Station. That was a good one to know. That means that actually you can follow down West Meridia if you ever find like redfish and not have to worry about soft locking. You might have to worry about like taking time loss, but it's nice to have that safety sometimes.
It is a bit of a backtrack for a fall down, so I don't think we'll see it early. Maybe. Oh, it's hard to say. It is a nice safety to be able to come back up the climb, but it is, as you say, a time loss. Yeah.
Yeah, still no supers too, so we'll have to try to figure out where those are.
Yeah, this is a weird situation because it is speedrun. You're not, as in speedrun progression, we're not going to see those usual minor hunts. Although, yesterday we did. So I think that I think you just check every minor from this point.
Yeah, I think you want to check 230 here. It's kind of slow, but without supers, I think I like it.
The super pack's just good too, even if there are like double supers at the back of the order. Like I think that an extra super pack's just well worth it.
Even an extra power bomb, like an extra missile, you wouldn't really want, but like missiles still get you closer to beating the game. Like, it's not worthless.
Nothing, yeah. So we are seeing Osse skip this and derp going for it. Okay. And it is a missile.
Osse
so that
clearly knows what he's doing.
So that's it's not nothing. That is something. All these little things will add up.
I think that
it is
the
hard to
most
see.
likely situation that matters is like an early croc. If we don't get like any super still and bombs, so that's not really much, but that means that we will be fighting Bomb Chorizo. With already 10 power bombs, it's not that important. I wonder if both of these runners will do Gauntlet. I kind of expect both of them to, especially without supers.
It's just everything at Gauntlet's too valuable. It's so hard not to. Wait, Zeb, you know what? Those extra missiles are going to give Derp a sick BT fight.
Yep, that's what I was actually thinking about that. Yep.
This is so rare that
Derp
you fight
won't need
BT.
to refill on the drops. We'll just be able to.
Well, did you see that strat from Derp, the roll? Like a
yeah, that was interesting.
2001 strat or something like that? That was old school. Yeah, so Osse with the ship refill into Gauntlet, which, as expected, I like this a lot.
Yeah, I think that maybe part of the reason that Osse didn't check 230 is because of this Gauntlet check. You're pretty likely to find supers in the back, even if there were supers at 230. And it gives you like a couple more minor checks before you check the portals, having already had 10 power bombs.
I think it's also important for Osse to find supers here, although I see him doing portals before 230, but having a 230 backtrack is really bad, so I think this back at Gauntlet items could be important if he doesn't come up supers, where Derp will know that supers are later so he can continue on.
It'll be interesting if they find Redfish too. Like if Redfish is the portal they have to follow and Derp knows that, but Osse doesn't. No, wait, no. Because we still have Billy Mays.
Oh, jeez. Don't do it. No, we're just going to see supers here. It's just going to be a double super back at Gauntlet. Derp's not too far behind. I think this lead is a little bit less than the 230 check.
Yeah, I think it is.
Really good signs.
I'm not sure. Pack. Okay, so yep, there is the super. So they're both gonna. So Derp is just up 5 missiles, but a little behind on time.
I do like that PB farm there. I think that there's a really good chance of.
I think you need to take that PB farm. Well, with bombs, I think it's less important actually, but
yeah, bombs actually change that a little bit. High jump boost is nice.
Yeah, high jump's nice.
It's not just nice for movement. It's nice for. There's a lot of portals that are really annoying. The high jump boots sort of hard gates, so just having those is gonna just open up a few more paths they can go. And there's one dead end. These seeds have a really
That's not a dead end, FD. Why are you calling that a dead end?
You're not going through there. It's essentially a dead end.
No, it's not. There are 3 dead ends in the game. There's Torian, there's Croc, and there's Kraid. And Front of War and Orpher is not one of those 3 dead ends, so I think you're spreading some misinformation to our lovely audience.
Sorry, guys. That is a transition you can follow, just not yet. Osse at Business Center following the right side to find.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think I like checking these 2 minors, or these 2 majors, and then I think you go into the boss rather than running across criteria.
Yeah, that does make sense. We'll see what Derp does. Straight back to this is really good. I think both should play for ice first here, and then to high jump boots, and then go for that if Faria doesn't show up, or even if it does. There's a safe scum you could do, but these boss checks are sort of. There's no right answer. I don't feel. Sometimes there is, but both have arguments.
There's also like. Oh, I don't like this from Derp.
I don't like this from Derp.
Yeah, he's going to be down a bunch of energy if there's an E-tank at high jump on Osse now. Um,
Especially with high jump, it is really hard to stuff up that ice.
yeah.
Because if
And
you have
like
to
with
wall
two
jump without high
tanks,
jump,
like with two tanks, you got a lot of leeway. You don't just have like a little bit of leeway, you have a lot of leeway. So it's pretty hard to mess it up. Ooh. But it won't really matter because there's not an E-tank at high jump, so
yeah.
they're going to be at about the same energy coming out. Did he run far enough? I don't think that was enough for. It was. Okay, nice.
Geez, that was close. That's a really nice strat to get, for sure.
Mhm.
Something you should practice too. It comes up in nearly every rando seed, and it does
Yeah,
save time. So
it also saves a power bomb, which in some cases is really important.
I'm also doing a little bit of farming here too. I don't know if he has intentions to hell run this, but
the only reason to farm would be assuming you don't get an E-tank here, because if you get an E-tank, of course, it's not important to farm there.
So with the save as well, I think this is fine. You see this in a lot of people's hell runs that they just save and then do it. And I've been in that trap for a while, but it is just better to get it and go. I mean, it is hard. There's a chance of dying, but it adds up. Like the hell run variance between people adds up a lot, and you'll see Osse here with a lead from not having to do this because Derp's going to want to keep his E-tank, and you just have to get it and go.
I mean, there's nothing you wouldn't want to keep.
Exactly.
Here.
So
like maybe X-ray. X-ray's like maybe spring ball.
Yeah, but the
like
percentage
there's
chance of that is low.
Yeah.
So,
Even like a reserve is pretty valuable at this point.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this save from Osse might be a boss check.
I actually don't like this. So I would rather save at the wreck ship, and the reason for that is I want to keep those miners. I was thinking about whether you wanted to save here or whether you wanted to save at the wreck ship.
Okay, this is why. I think he's... Oh, no. I thought he was going to go through the hell run then. Okay.
But, like, I think that it's too important to check those two miners before the boss. But you're not going to be able to kill Ridley no matter what. So I would want to keep those two miners regardless of whatever they are.
Yeah, I do like that idea. So get the miners at west, and then spooky, and then save.
Yep, and then save. And
wow, straight back out, going for right side criteria where Osse's going.
Wow,
for the boss.
Yeah. Is Derp farming maybe?
Jeez. Okay. Wait. For a hell run farm?
For a super, I think.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. No, he's right. Yeah. I mean, you can shoot the waiver, but
yeah,
that's pretty good.
I'm not sure you needed it, but like,
yeah, can't hurt.
Yeah. Just because like the waiver would give you exactly enough, I think. You would have an all missile potential. Well, the ammo's pretty important because if this is Dragon, every ammo pack matters a lot. But you should, if you're farming there for Derp, you should really farm that Ripper.
Wow, if this is Dragon, I think Derp has a huge advantage. Not huge actually.
No, because I think that Osse's supers are better.
Yeah,
going to the fight.
Super count. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, like having the extra missile pack would have been pretty big. Oh, but Osse, don't use that super.
You can see, I think in his expression, he was not happy about that. That is, if this is Dragon, that super is. Oh man, what do you do here?
Oh, I thought it was Dragon, man.
So that's a relief, although it is an annoying missile fight.
Yeah, this will be an annoying raid fight.
Crate fight, sorry, yeah. It's the Derp with a save here as well. Yeah, 4 missiles, 3 missiles in there, that's not too bad. Oh, Derp had to be so careful with that super shotgun.
Yeah. Yep. We'll get both stand-up crates and like it's possible to do all missile crate quick kill. But I don't expect it.
No. Yeah, I don't think Osse's missiles are low enough to see any variance in this fight. I think they're both going to be equally slow, so... Osse doing a nice job, actually, understanding that you hit crate in the face, getting to open. This is not something you see often.
Yeah, this fight can get kind of annoying with Crate's hand.
Oh, Derp got a lot of shots in there. That was a nice opener from Derp. I think he may make a bit of time up on this.
Yeah, I think he's going to make up some time. That was a pretty slow fight for Osse. Yeah,
Oh, wow,
that made up a lot of
that
time.
was sick. That's awesome.
Ooh, grapple.
So the last
So
time he
high
commentated
jump, grapple, 20 power bombs, gravity.
no more checks, just go straight to LN. Yeah, no worries.
Yep. I mean, we've already seen the front of Lore and Orphere. Once we find the back, we know that. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm already kind of like.
Yeah, jokes aside, this is something where you start doing percentage checks, I feel.
Yep, exactly.
To an extent, I think that.
So
now that
you just want like
suits,
density. Now.
Yeah.
You're just kind of. Ooh, Osse's going out the back here.
I think I like left criteria more. I just don't think that you even want to find crate at the back because it's so. Maybe.
Yeah, because of Ridley.
Because of Ridley, though, you can't do it. Like, it just seems like shambles either way. I mean, this is very likely just going to link up somewhere.
Wow, they're both going out the back.
Man, I would favor I would favor right side criteria first. I think.
I agree. Like, this is very, very risky. I feel like East Meridia is bad too.
You
like, if you find East Meridia, what are you doing? Are you like going to check Shack Tool? Or are you going to check left sandpit? Like, and then
I think use sandpit and reset if it's not a way through, and just to get more knowledge. Seems awful though, but we do have a lot of.
I think that I would go all the way through if you find East Meridia there. That's just like yeah.
Looking at this from a percentage point of view, though, it's fine. Like, they're likely going to be okay. But also from a percentage point of view, you're probably fine.
I mean, like, even Upper North is not very good. Like, there's so many bad portals.
Yeah. There are so many good portals. And there's one of them. Well, there you go. You would have just found it. Anyway,
I think that's, like, pretty even. I think that this is slightly better for them, that they did this then.
Yeah, okay. No complicated stuff now. We're kind of like locked on business and locked at criteria. So the only different way through is through that crab hole.
Yeah, I was thinking about like if this is bad, maybe you go back to crab hole. Okay, this is pretty good.
These seeds are really weird when they do this. Everything is linked. Like right now, we don't really have any progression outside of a hell run. Like this is likely where you're going to end up. So I think top portal here into Mama seems pretty decent.
Yeah.
Wow, Derp's kind of gaming. I can't use that grapple beam.
Oh, but Osse's going to get into Meyer check.
Watch this be a super. Okay, that's.
I don't like picking it. Yeah, I want. Oh, and Derp.
No, it's
I would just
okay.
check that X-ray instantly. There. At the very least, check X-ray, I think.
Yeah, okay. I mean, Mama Turtle into the final portal of West seems good. It seems like.
Yeah, but if you want to follow it, that's just you're abandoning that X-ray.
I know. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, true. I mean, if it's Green Brinstar, right? You're like, man, I wish I had the X-ray portal.
And I think, interestingly, I think that this routing will work out better for Osse, most likely. Because Osse will just follow that red tower.
Yeah, assuming he checks. Ooh, Ice is nice. Assuming he checks Main Street first, which he will. This is so annoying waiting for your momentum to spin around.
Yeah. Also, that moonfall is annoying because you can't land on that ledge. You have to land all the way at the bottom and then jump back up.
So Derp maintaining his missile lead. Oh, Osse going up first.
Yep. Osse hasn't checked this yet, so...
I thought you would Main Street while you were here, but...
Nah, I think that this is still faster to check this one first.
Nice little crouch jump there to get the height from Osse. I think that might have been required. He didn't get the first one through. Okay, so let's see what's at Main Street here for Derp. Meanwhile, I expect Osse to follow into this. Okay, in the back of Lore and Orphere. So this is pretty good for Derp, I think. Having that information is really big. Now we know both ends of Lore and Orphere. Because that that worked out to be an area that you can't follow. This should work out a little bit better for Derp, because Osse's going to have to go back and then come back again. So Derp will maintain a lead, I assume, unless Osse just abandons that portal and just keeps going.
I think that Osse will abandon that portal, but I think that's good for Derp still.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so just a knee tank there.
Oh, so
and I expect that both
down.
runners will just go down, check Spazer, check the 3 portals. Very likely we'll find Green Bryn at this point.
Man, the supers are miserable. Like, this is...
Yeah, it's horrible.
Feels like there's an argument to go up for the miners and check the portals. I just love having the supers ready for... I just love having the supers ready for Ridley.
I mean,
but
you're not getting the supers ready. You're just not. So like,
yeah, that's true. I guess
the way that you're getting the supers ready is finding Green Bryn, and there are 3 portals down here versus 2 up. You're more likely to find Green Bryn down here.
Yeah. Plus, you get a major too, which could just be a suit or charge. Eliminate the need for it, or reduce the need. But probably just going to be another E-tank. Generally, if you're trying to run stats on these, you just assume everything's E-tanks and play accordingly. It's kind of like how it ends up being.
Yeah, about half the items I think are E-tanks. And more than half are E or reserve.
So Osse with a slight lead, but Derp with a extra pack of missiles and a very important portal. I think that
I think that Derp is, I would say, ahead-ish here, like just because of like the portal knowledge more so than the extra missile pack. But the extra missile pack isn't nothing. I think I probably would have just done that croc, but at the same time, it's really hard because you haven't found Green Bryn.
Yeah,
and I think this
you have the gravity.
Yep, this is it. Oh man, yeah, maybe not. Wow, yeah, that's a really tough spot.
Yeah, I think I might skip it.
I think there's an argument to doing the first item too, like just doing the first item and then leaving.
Yeah, I mean, Derp can make the argument on a first item and leave because he knows that the back of LN is locked, so it's doable. Where Osse may have a required barrier in his eyes, and it's surprising to see Derp do this because Derp knows the map. If anyone's going to be doing croc here, I feel it's Osse. So maybe we do see the first item, like you say, or a full clear.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good actually to do just the first item and leave.
Yeah. See, Osse would have to, if he's going to do croc, he needs to know the portals, and he's probably going to have to do the whole thing. So there's no, he doesn't want to have to do a double kill on croc. So it's either once or never. So I understand that. And just an E-tank. We'll see if Derp's satisfied with that or if he goes the whole way.
I kind of like turning around here, I think. I think that's what I would do in the situation. Ooh, but I do really like getting that first item, though. I think it is worth getting the first item.
So Derp going all the way. I think that you want to get miners out of this.
Oh, and Osse is going in. Wow. Yeah, you go.
Ice, but
I guess you. Oh man, I'm not sure about this. You got like 4 quick Green Bryn star checks right there. That are a lot quicker than this check.
Yeah, and it's so likely you're not following the top of Green Bryn, or if you are, it's Red Tower. It's just, I think you run through and come back. He can get through bot wound, but
ooh, there's a super.
The bosses afterwards are so bad. Wish he had Springboard to get that Springboard.
Yeah. Derp on 2 supers here. Nice.
I saw him. I think he got that last time I was watching him.
I mean, he's got like a 34 in GTC. I think
that's so good at Green Gate glitches. It's annoying. I need like 15 of them. Okay, so we'll see what else he does here. He might turn this into some snail clips for some miners, or no way. Are you?
Oh, what?
I am.
This is crazy. So
this is insane to me.
You decide not to do croc, and then you go to Shack Tool.
I can't believe this. especially on this mode when you have gravity. Like, he doesn't know the portal though. Again, it could just be a required Varia. Varia will
I
save
would
time
understand this. I would understand this if this is after Green Bryn and this is at the top of Green Bryn, and then you're doing this. But by doing this first, you're just like delaying Green Bryn, which could be like your go mode items, to do this like really slow check. And like you're already kind of in like a pseudo go mode. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's when you're in these kinds of pseudo go modes, you kind of want to avoid these really slow checks because you don't need any one item to beat the game. You just need like a critical mass of items generally. And I mean, maybe this is Varia, and this is like just gonna win Osse the race easily. But yeah, I don't really like this play.
If it's Varia, he can skip Croc. But if he was still out of go mode, I'm not convinced that a Varia at Shack Tools saves time in this mode because of how good LN is.
Yeah, it's just a reserve.
I can't believe it.
So, yeah, I'm not sure. I expect that we'll see Osse back out into Green Bryn now. I think that that's just the right play here.
Yeah, he has to try and avoid this Croc, I think, to maintain a bit of this deficit here. The reserve tank does help. Obviously, doesn't help those checks. And Derp didn't find any miners at Croc. Like it was a pretty bad full clear from Derp. So yeah, Derp coming up on the same portal Osse was at before now. We'll see what he chooses to do. I expect to back out, but there is an argument for a sandpit. Though I don't like it.
Yeah, I think that sandpit alone, like, I don't like it, but it makes sense. So I could see Derp doing that. I wonder if Osse's gonna snail clip here.
Yeah, the miners are so bad.
This, okay, good. I like not snail clipping there. The thing is, Green Bryn just gives you so much information on whether you would even want to snail clip or not. You don't know right now.
Yeah, and it's not like you're not coming back to East, so you can come back there with speed later or with more info. So yeah, and we are synced up essentially with Derp with a few more from the Croc check. Not much.
And there's speed. So we'll be able to check all 5 miners now. I mean, I don't think that the Croc is gonna like completely kill Osse in this race, or the Shack is gonna kill Osse in this race.
He just needs to avoid the Croc return. Yeah. He is still missing that portal, and it's a lot harder again for him to make the Croc bail, but we'll see. At the moment, pretty cool that we've had a Croc versus Shack Tool, and we are all relatively evened up.
We've got same number of E-tanks, but Osse does have an extra reserve, whereas Derp has that X-ray. I think the reserve is likely better than X-ray here, but... And now with speed and high jump, that's really, really solid movement. That's the kind of movement, like that's a new route loadout. You could think about doing LN without Varia on that kind of a loadout without too much worry. Like, and Osse deciding to do the Wavegate glitch with the hoppers still all there.
That's pretty swag. Oh, I like that.
And there's charge. So that's really interesting.
It's awkward because you still want
so
ammo
awkward.
For the LN.
Yeah. For like Ridley too. Like you're unless like Varia at this point it feels like unless Varia's in these next couple of checks, Varia's I mean it could be there's still a lot of places Varia could be. So but if Varia's in a bad place, you really
I can't.
I think that Derp just forgot.
Yeah, okay. If anyone has an argument to get more ammo here, it's Derp. Yeah. Because he knows that this is doable. LN back, but Osse's more dependent on Varia and just a better beam, so he's likely to just go, but Derp missing miners is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Especially supers. Like, supers are just so huge. Unbelievably.
Yeah, and Derp just... So... Yeah, Derp...
Okay.
was planning on checking it. You could see it. He stopped right at the door and like turned around, but he was already at the door. So
Yeah,
he
okay.
just like
He knows
missed
then, yeah.
the check. Yeah, but that's
Well, that's
still
fine.
huge. Like missing that super. Osse not getting that one though. So, and like I get it. I get it. You don't want to be checking minors when you have charge beam, especially with door transitions. But they're just so. It's so important to get to 30 supers. It's just like really important.
But knowing the back is what's doing this, in my opinion. I think that Osse doesn't have to hunt miners as much as Derp knows that he should be. There's a little beam upgrade.
Yeah, that beam upgrade is pretty good. And we're up to 30 supers for Osse, and we'll see what these last two miners are. And we've already seen 2 supers. I think that Osse might have just like instinctually rolled into that.
Yeah, you just roll into that. You don't think twice about it. And Derp did think twice and backed out.
Yep.
I can't look at this. We're synced at 30 minutes. This is awesome.
Yeah, they've taken like very similar routes. They've taken like one detour each, kind of.
Yeah.
With like about similar times.
I do think though Osse needs to see Varia in East Meridia, because if he doesn't, that's a croc clear in my opinion. But we'll see.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. Like, you got Screw. You just got Screw.
Yeah, what are you? Yeah, that's true. I mean, he doesn't know the portal, but that's not to say that he doesn't.
I mean,
it's not going to work out. So
unless the back of Lore and Warfare is literally Kraid. No, Torian's fine.
Yeah, Torian's fine.
Kraid.
Well, actually, this portal is going to be a big moment too. I think if this is Kraid, then yeah, it's probably no croc, or definitely. But
I think you. Oh man, that's really interesting. I kind of like backing out. Yeah.
I do too, because East is outstanding.
Oh man, yeah. And you can do East Meridia, no matter what boss is there.
There is a portal down here that would be really nice to get. It will suck if it is East Meridia.
So I think this only really pays off for Derp if this is exactly Varia though. Like you're in a go mode that, or like I guess if that portal's great too. Like those are the only situations where this.
The portal to me is more important than these items, I think.
Because you really don't want to be spending your time hell running this. Like.
Yes.
Maybe Varia will be here, and it's just going to be like it all depends on where Varia is, of course.
I know, but still, like, Sturt needs to find a way out of these hell runs. This is really bad.
Like, you want to consider yourself in go mode here for Derp, and you want to basically be doing things to progress through your game state.
Yes,
which definitely is not what this does. Like, this really does not do that for you.
Okay, Osse going for another PV pack is meaning that, yeah, this is an LN for him back to back when he does find it. Okay, Derp going for miners and portal here, I hope.
I mean, we'll see the majors first, of course. Oh, he's just going. Wow, that's interesting.
I think it's good though.
I think you should check at least the reserve here.
This portal does need to be Kraid though, I think. There's a few.
Back of East Meridia, oh man.
It's pretty bad. Back is pretty bad, I think. I mean, it's nice to know, actually. But I don't think it's going to matter. I think that...
Yeah, you don't have Dragon Undead, so...
Yeah, and Osse won't care if it's back. Big portal coming up, like, huge. I think it's going to be just Red Tower.
Oh, interesting.
We have one more out. We have the top to go for.
But
still.
That's a lot less bad for Osse, if that's Kraid instead. Are these the only portals left, by the way? This in the back of Lore and Warfare? Do we know the back of Lore and Warfare is a one-way now?
No, the back of Lore and Warfare is...
oh wait, what am I saying? What am I saying?
You're talking
I'm back of East Meridia. Back of East Meridia.
So, I think
back of East Meridia.
Yeah? What was that?
Also, it was Varia. Baboon. We were just like not paying attention, and
that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's
really bad for Derp.
Yeah. Man, that back out on what do you call it? Yeah, him not going back to East is kind of huge. And he's doing these minor checks now, which I get because he doesn't know.
No, this is just power bombs.
Okay. I missed the top portal of Red Tower. Sorry, what was
that?
That
was Torian. So Craig's at the back of East Meridian.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it had to be Torian. Otherwise, he'd be doing the Kraid right now. Jeez, I'm trying to think.
So it looks like
Derp
is going to get back to East Meridian and just be behind Osse now.
Okay, so Derp knows the map. That's kind of.
Yeah, so I think the Derp's out is Osse not going to the back of East Meridian here.
Yes, and this will be the main street difference that may come up. I think that's not insignificant. We'll have to see if it matters, but I'm really impressed that Derp managed to get out of those hell runs. I think that was such a huge moment.
But if at the same time, if you're going into the hell runs,
he's done it for the portal. Like that's.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that play, but.
Yeah, I do these plays and it ends up not working out because you just get the portals anyway. But it can be something. He has full map knowledge now. It may not matter or do anything, but it's still something.
You know, it'd be interesting if Derp decides to go to the back of East Meridian first because he knows it's Kraid. It's like equivalent, kind of like you're gambling either Dragon's vanilla, and you're wrong, and you are very sad. But if Dragon is
Spark from Derp, what a game!
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, you could decide to go to the back first here and gamble on Dragon being there instead.
So
but you are missing out on ammo. No, but you're getting ammo. So.
Well, you are missing out on this major. It's going to work out because this is.
But you get that left sand pit on the way too.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's true. There is a problem here for Osse. He's already done sandpit, so the value of going to the back is diminished.
Especially because he's already got charged. There's no value in those miners. Yep.
This is.
Yeah, I think this is going to be really good for Derp. I think this might be enough. I think this puts Derp ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, nice. That portal hunt. It was long, but it does pay off.
Yeah, it really.
So I'm just thinking of where Osse goes now. I think that
that was like really important for Derp that wasn't Dragon there, because I think if it's Dragon there, Osse just goes to the back. Oh, interesting.
Wait, what?
So Osse.
Oh yeah, I like this. This is going to go to middle of red, down to Main Street to lower north there, and he resets if it's Torian. I think that's what he's doing. I like this. So this isn't like lights out for Osse. I think this is
close. I think this is really close actually, because I think that Osse's going to get the information at a very similar time and get back to East Meridian.
I don't think he gets around that quickly.
But I think he does. I think he gets it fast enough. Well, I think this is like very, very close now.
Okay, so he goes up Red Tower and he gets it.
He's not going up Red Tower though.
Yeah, no, I know. This is but that's what this is right.
Interesting.
This is a good point.
Okay.
Yeah, this is nice.
Because he doesn't have that, so that wouldn't have been enough information. That's right. Yeah. I was thinking that the top of Red Tower was enough information, but he still had this outstanding.
And then it's top, and then he should be right by that point. Then he backs out and goes to the back, and then comes out. Okay, so it is like another 2 Red Tower traversals. It's really close, I think.
Yeah. I feel like Derp's ahead, but I think it is close. I think it's really close.
Oof. Wow.
I think that Man, yeah. Just because I think that Osse getting back to Raid is just a little slower than how much ahead he is of Derp. Like,
because Derp will go straight to Main Street, then straight up Red Tower and be done. Where Osse's going to go up Red Tower, then back down.
And then actually checking this major is interesting. I probably wouldn't do it. I don't think you're looking for a beam there. If you're doing that, that's the only thing that really saves you time at this point. There are only 2 beams left. Yeah, I don't think I like checking major.
I think you're on 0 checks now, I think.
Yep.
Maybe behind bosses to just...
I mean, if you're checking that, then you're checking behind bosses, I think, because bosses are a little faster than that, but...
Yeah, but barely. Alright, derp straight down. There's no Dragon down here is going to help Osse. Nothing really here is going to make the check quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, this routing from derp's cool. I actually haven't done this before.
Yeah. I think this is better than going down Sandpit. Unless you're like looking for an item.
I just would have fully forgot about the way he did that. That's cool to know. I can safely say I've never gone through that door that way.
Well, I think that says more about your rando ability than it says about anything else. But...
Ah man, you just got to think back to that early Shack Tool.
And it's Ridley. So it is Dragon here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, imagine if Derp had just decided to go here before the boss.
Oh yeah, it would have been really nice. Hey, yeah, would have routed beautifully. Kraid's already dead. There's no like items you're missing there, so you check the closet. You just
I wouldn't check. I wouldn't.
No, I mean if you did it the other way. So
yeah.
You would have. Just thinking of the time you would waste, but it's just a closet check.
Yeah, and behind the boss.
And behind the boss, yeah. Nice fight from
Osse. I think that if you're Derp, you maybe check minors, but if you're Osse, you definitely don't, because supers don't even save you time. Oh, and Derp is checking this. And Osse not, so I think that's a little... Okay, I think I kind of get it. Osse wanted to check for beams before finding Ridley, and then after Ridley's dead, the beams are a little less important.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although I'm not sure. Like, I don't think the beams are... I think you're using ammo on Ridley anyway. Like, you've got enough missiles to make up for, like... Even, like, a plasma wouldn't be that big for Ridley, specifically.
Man, I wonder what lost more time, the Shack Tool or the full crop clear.
I think it was the Shack Tool. Although, I think it was Shack Tool combined with the left Sandpit. Like,
oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a super out of it. That doesn't do much. I mean, you got Spring Ball out of it. You see how much time you just saved there?
Yeah.
Dirt with a nice spark opener on Dragon and going for the grapple kill now. I really like this method to kill Dragon when you've got this. One spark to make it a little bit quicker.
I actually like well,
this is the jump. It's annoying that goop hits you when you can't jump.
I actually don't like where you're setting up all the way on the left side like Derp did there. I like to like start on the right side and let Dragon kind of goop, and then like I feel like it gives you more ability to like get a really good goop and like jump at the right spot.
Derp waiting for I guess it makes sense
supers.
With Ridley outstanding. Yeah, as long as he doesn't check the item here. This is like one of the worst checks.
I mean, it's still a boss check. I think that...
I guess. Here's the E-take. Back to that rule. Everything.
I think that this, these checks... I think this race might be close enough where these boss checks could matter if Derp just keeps checking, like, Fire Fleas and then behind Ridley.
Yeah. Yeah, if you add them all up, like the Kraid closet behind that boss, the next two, it is going to matter, for sure.
Also, there wasn't really reason for Derp to wait on supers, because mini Kraid.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I think you're meant to leave there. Yeah. It's weird thinking about that. Sometimes at the end of the race, you forget that your Dragon room is going to head to a mini Kraid room, but... Wow, this is... I think Osse
lost a little bit of time not laying a powerbomb there.
He's going to get straight back.
And now Osse is probably not happy because he knows that the last two portals are Kraid and Torian.
This is... I'm watching the face cam now to see the expression. This is going to feel really bad. But he's not too far behind. I think that the traversal and the way it works, he might be... I actually don't know who's ahead. I don't know.
I still think it's Derp.
Yeah. No, not too upset from Osse. It's fine. It's not a terrible map for this backtrack. Yeah, usually I can tell who's ahead in races.
I think you go on Red Tower to get back to East Meridia. Yeah, that's way better. I was thinking the other option is going through Upper Norfair to get back to Green Bryn, but I think this is just better.
Oh, I like that. You mean across the spiky lava room? You would have to gate glitch. Yeah, it's not too. I like that.
I think this is better though. Like ending up at the bottom of Green Bryn is just much better than the top, I think.
No. If you go from Lava Dive across to the left, you end up at the upper Red Tower at the Red Tower portal, and then straight underneath is
interesting.
Green.
Okay.
It's kind of funky. You need to do a gate glitch and stuff. But...
The way I was thinking of was going to single chamber.
Yeah, I see that one. Yeah, that's definitely slower. The LN is pretty slow here. But I guess Derp's going to pop
East
out.
Meridia is also pretty slow.
Yeah, you're right. And Derp is going to pop out at Red Tower. Where...
Yep, Derp's going to be closer at the end.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still think there's race here. I don't think this is completely decided. But
Derp looking good on supers for this upcoming Ridley fight. I think that his checks are going to keep compounding if he does. He needs to be careful with his checks here.
Unless he finds, like we know that Fire Fleece isn't anything, we don't necessarily know that Ridley is not Plasma.
I think it would have to be exactly Plasma.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you get that. Do you get that super? Okay, I don't know the numbers there.
So with this beam combo, supers don't actually save time. They break almost exactly even. So if you've got a Ridley fight still coming up, then you want to pick up that super. But if you don't, then you don't. So
yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Jeez. I'm trying to work this out.
Yeah, I know. This is like really hard to calculate, I think. Oh man, maybe Osse is ahead.
I know, that's not.
Oh, and Derp. Okay, that's actually good. That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
I go to complain and then I'm like, wait, you just told me that supers before Ridley. Good.
Yep.
Good check.
I mean, I don't think you want to make that check because if it's not a super, you're just wasting time. And if it is a super, it's not like that good. But it did pay off, so.
These fights and these checks matter so much.
Okay, so no Fire Fleas.
Yep, really good.
They have equivalent beam combos too. Derp has the ability to do stand-up where Osse doesn't. Which, like, that's very little. Probably like 5 seconds. Like, these are unlikely to really matter that much.
Oh man,
So I think that like the East Meridia backtrack is faster than this Floor Norfair is, but Derp ends up closer to Torian. So that's what's so hard.
He does end up closer.
Not that much closer, but he does end up closer, I think.
I think the Green Bryn run is probably equivalent to the... No, West Meridia is a little bit slower.
No, you saw like you end up at the middle over a tower versus the bottom is the thing.
Yeah, but if you add on that West Meridia traversal too without space jump, you got to do a few sparks and everything, where you just run across New Bridge.
Yeah, you run down, you run across New Bridge, and then you go up. I just think that the
Dragon fight for Osse
West Meridia. Yeah, that also. Like I think that the speed of Dragon is faster. Or okay, so this is. Yeah.
Okay, so Osse's fine. Okay, that was a pretty quick fight, and that's important. Derp also needs to have a very quick 30 super fight here. Looking good so far, has missed nothing. Really annoying swoops from Ridley there. Nine to go. Another swoop.
I missed one.
That's bad. Just 6 and then jump. 1, 2, 3. Not quite over yet. Not quite over yet.
Okay.
Good grab, but...
Oh man, this is... Yeah, I
this
don't
is
know.
so good.
Oh no,
Don't pick
is
up
he...
anything. Just go. Just go.
Oh man, yeah, that's...
This has to be plasma.
Nope.
You can't check that. You gotta go.
Yeah. I honestly think that if Derp hadn't been checking these boss locations, he would just be ahead.
Well, I guess in turn 2, Osse did check Fireflies, which might even one out. So if you say they both did perfect checks, then
Yeah,
I
but
think
Derp did
still
3
Yeah,
effective boss checks. Like Derp checked Kraid Closet, Derp checked behind Kraid, and Derp checked that.
Yep.
I wonder if now Derp checks Fireflies.
It's kind of like the
I
point
hope
of
not.
What's that gambler's fallacy
Yeah,
idea?
that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like that's what I'm worried about.
Really wants to get this.
Because I think that like this is really close, but I think that like Derp checking that actually might have put Osse ahead. God, it's so. Oh man, maybe Derp is still. Oh man, yeah, I think Derp is ahead still.
I've never seen you not knowing who's ahead. It's kind of crazy. Like this is one of the rare moments where you just don't know.
Yeah, I think it is Derp still.
Okay, good.
Like as we just like keep getting closer to like where they actually where we'll be able to tell. I feel like Derp just like feels farther ahead.
Ammo is exactly the same on the counts that matter. Metroid Room Execution is going to be pretty big, but Derp will pop out ahead. Osse does have some catching up to do.
And I think that Derp is closer. Like even with what you said, I think the Derp is closer after getting popped out.
Yeah. So we pop here.
And they both get popped out like at the same time, so we'll be able to test to see which way is faster.
Yeah, true. All right, so I feel like this green is going to be quicker, but the position is going to be slower. Maybe not. Okay. I guess there are a couple of doors.
Derp not doing the jump. You don't have to spark. I'm not. Maybe this is faster still.
If you're on the bottom, you do it. Okay, so that green was slightly quicker.
Yeah, this is so close. Wow.
You got this room. Osse, you can't fall down. You gotta go. Come on. All right, let's see an ice freeze at the top. Man, nice Derp. Jump up. Oh, the wall jump. Oh, he's gaming. This is sick. Everything
this is so close.
This is just a play-by-play now.
That stand-up could matter if Derp does it. No, Derp! Derp's going the wrong way!
Derp, turn around. Wrong one. Come on. No, what are you doing?
What is he doing?
What? Derp, please. I'm so
Oh
sad.
my god.
Okay,
This is...
Oh my god. Does he track? Okay, it's okay. Man, that could have been a disaster. A little hard.
Well, that made this closer.
Yeah, Osse thinking as well where this dreaded Turian was. Now they both know. Okay, up the elevator first at 52:21. So, let's do a room check. Let's do a room check for the fans. So screen goes at.
Well, let's just do it on the elevator. The elevator's so 31 on the elevator.
Fine, your setup. Do your setup.
Yeah.
Your
setup sucked. Well. So about 10 seconds.
So that is assuming that streams are equal. We don't have a timer on Osse to even these out as well. So we may be playing with delay. I don't know if we're aware of that. But let's just assume we're even for now. Ooh, Derp going for some really nice Hundo Metroid rooms.
Super drops could matter too. Like, these beams aren't super strong. If you miss out on supers, you're losing DPS on the Mother Brain fight.
I think Osse gained time in Metroid Room 1.
But also down 4 supers.
Better in Metroid Room 2 as well. Derp with a relatively mid 3. Okay, Osse. Okay, Osse is gaming these Metroid rooms right now. I think he just made up some time now. So
yeah, it'll depend on like the drops though, because like Osse is 28, should get the drops.
Should be fine.
Yep, nice.
Drops. Okay. I think overall better Metroid rooms. There's not a lot of time there when you got loadouts like that. So
also,
we are looking at these baby skips.
Who's turning off screw attack here? Who's going for down back step skip?
True. With this loadout,
What is
screw attack.
Derp doing? What is Derp doing?
Oh my god. I can't
What are
handle
you...
this. Derp, back yourself. You gotta go for this baby skip.
What is going on?
Does he not know he has the loadout? I can't believe it. Derp gets baby skip. This isn't like a...
I don't understand.
This is a forget. This is a forget for sure. Let's see if he's going to get punished by Osse getting this now. This is annoying without wave beam. Osse making it look.
Oh my god! I can't believe this.
I'm away from the computer. I have to walk for a little bit. Oh my god. He didn't get that last hit because he doesn't have wave beam. Thought he did. Went for the adjustment. Realized it was still gone and didn't react in time. Although, having said that, it's really hard to react. So seeing a refill on both sides. And it just so happens that Dirt's refill is quicker.
You could Crystal Flash, but I think that refilling's better.
I never Crystal Flash, but it's quicker. Man, so Dirt saved time on
it's quicker to Crystal Flash if you have a better beam than this, but with this beam you don't want to.
Yeah, okay.
Also, neither player turning off screw attack.
So Dirt going for the speed Zeb skip to keep screw on.
Yeah, these Zeb skips are going to be huge.
Misses
nice
it,
spring ball.
Yeah, nice Osse. Okay, so we see the menu from Derp and the undershot. Gets Zeb skip relatively quickly. Got a down back coming up for Osse. See if he can nail it. This is hard without wave. Oh no. Oh, no, missed the down back.
Oh no.
Okay, so an eventual menu, much slower.
Yeah.
Gets through. Oh wow,
so
he used the frames.
The Mother Brain fight actually has a lot of variance now. Because like this is gonna be a lot of shots still.
Oh man, I can't take this. Okay, so Osse shooting the 7. No, he's shooting more. Nah, it works out around.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's hard for Osse to catch up now. Like there is variance in this fight. Charging shots better saves a lot of time when you're doing this many shots, which I think that this is like about half. So this is almost 50 charge shots. But I don't think there's like the 15 seconds or something that Osse needs to save in that.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's not much room here in Escape.
Catch up for Derp.
Escape matters a lot more when you have no speed, because the climb room actually matters, and Leodox management does matter. But with this loadout, very well known, you know, any % loadout, I think that there'll be little time in Escape to matter. Yeah, you can see how far behind Osse's catch-up phase is, just coming now. What a race, though. My God. We always focus on these little end bits because they do matter in the moment, but there was so many points in this race.
Yeah, there were like a lot of things that both runners could have done to save a significant amount more time. Yeah, like Osse just not going to Shack Tool. They're like skipping the second item across. Like,
I think Derp getting that Main Street portal and going through Upper Norfair without getting trapped into those hell runs was really huge. Like, to be able to know that the back of East was the crate was pretty big. And it's very easy that he could have just, you know, plead speed and Norfair reserve because he was there. But he didn't. He went for the portal because he knew it was right, and it paid off. I think pretty big props to Derp for this one, for those little snap calls. Really well run by both. I think that Osse making it this close with the Shack Tool just goes to his mechanics and.
Like I liked Osse not going to the back Beast Mordia there in that situation. I think that that's just good.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you still got Torian outstanding too. It's like, if you could follow any portal other than Crate, I think you go to it maybe.
Yeah.
But Torian's outstanding. It's just so bad if it's Torian.
Yeah. He did run with that balance of like skipping a few portals, because you don't want to do full coverage. Like I ran into the trap of doing full coverage and it just ends up working out. But this is one of those seeds where it seemed like knowing those portals saved a lot of time, like quite a fair bit. And the baby powering up Derp now. Osse's still in the phase.
Yeah, I think Osse's like 20 seconds behind.
Would you say he is a baby skip behind?
Yes.
We can't.
I'd say.
Focus on that. That's just one of those things. Like Derp didn't get it either. So.
I mean, Dirk didn't go for it though. Like Osse actually lost time because he went for it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, so if all goes well here, we are going to see Derp take one game and potentially start the upset. I would call it an upset with
Yeah,
the
I
number
agree.
one seed being beaten here and every prediction going towards Osse. Derp just showing that he's here to play and he's starting this series extremely well.
That being said, I don't think it's like a huge upset here whatsoever.
I agree.
I think that like almost every runner in the top 20 or so beating any other runner in the top 20 is not that big of an upset in this tournament. It's just like so many good runners in it.
Yeah, the seeding is nice, but it's not going to say it's not like a massive seed variance here. It is a very close race, and we saw it.
I guess there is one exception to that. I think that like you beating anyone in the top 20 would be pretty surprising. But
we have a comm rule here: no bullies. MM2 is my friend and my mod, so he says, "Leave."
I'm gonna step in here real quick. Zeb's right. Now you're wrong. Be quiet.
Oh, what? The admin of our tournament. Derp coming up on a really nice parlor here to finish it off. Nerves are really high right now. I'm gonna look at some faces here and some expressions because this has been an amazing race, and it's sad that we have.
Yeah, let's check out Derp's expression here.
Osse in good spirits takes the laugh to see Derp finish in first place with. I can't see the official
That's
time.
Gotta hurt though. Like when you miss baby skip like that. Derp gets a finish time and race time of 1 hour and 34 seconds, and Osse finishes in second with 1 hour and 49 seconds. So 15 seconds separating the two of them.
As it should be, a worthy result, and the winners here with the viewers. What a race, guys! This is what the top
that was
16 is going to be now. It's just going to be amazing from here. So, a good start to an amazing series, and I wish you and Eddie luck in the next one. I'm going to be stepping out to have some breakfast and watch, but I'm excited to see this go down. Yeah,
we're not going to get the runners in for an interview yet. Normally wait until after the series is finished for these. So we are just going to go ahead and wait for the credits to roll. It looks like they will be starting in about 10 minutes or so for the next one. So we'll go ahead and cut out here, take a little bit of a break, and we will see you for the next race then.